What is up, my viewers and subscribers? Um, uh, any, this is my Q&A, right? Any of the people who have asked me questions, I will PM you or I will text you the link to the video, and you will be able to watch me answer your questions. And just to let you know, I did get people to ask me questions. But these questions by themselves were not. I did not tell them to ask me these questions. I just told them to ask me a question. So yeah. First question. Wolf's Rain 12 asks, how would you handle CM Punk's heel turn if you were a part of the creative team? Well, CM Punk's heel turn, as it were, is going great so far. He did exactly what I predicted. What I would do to improve it would be, I would tell him to lay the next pipe bomb on Cena, talking about how Cena is always stealing the main event spot and keeping it to himself instead of letting the champion have that spot. In which case, the champion should always have that spot unless John Cena is in a huge feud. But I don't think going against John Laurinaitis is big enough to do that. Let me just say this. The champion should always be the main event unless Cena's match is a bigger draw. In which case, John Laurinaitis versus Cena, not a big draw. John Cena versus Big Show, not a very big draw. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar should have been the only time this year that John Cena was in the main event. With that being said, let me just make one thing clear. If CM Punk is defending his title against Hornswoggle, he should still be in the main event just because the title is on the line, okay? The only time someone should overshadow CM Punk is if their match is a bigger draw than his. That's the only time. Traymane Flowers asks, what makes your channel stand out from other YouTube channels? Okay, I can answer this. What makes my channel stand out from other YouTube channels is variety. Most channels only deal in one, they only deal in a certain area, something that makes them, something that pretty much says that this is what they do, and it's the only, it's what categorizes them. You see, most YouTubers like to put themselves in categories, like the movie reviewer, or the wrestling reviewer, or the workout guy, or the wrestler. These guys like to make only one video that signifies who they are. But me, I like to mix it up. I like variety. I like making different videos from different things. I don't like to categorize myself as just the gamer, or the workout guy, or the fighter. I don't like to categorize myself. I just like variety. So yeah, that's what makes my channel stand out. Although my quest to get any higher than 100 subs is not going well. Yeah. Okay, let's read the next question. And this one, I've read this, and it's a very long question. What is your... Oh, wait. Wrestling Rookie asks, what is your favorite color? What is your favorite food? What inspired you to do Shalando? And can you recall such as accomplishing moment, a move or so? What is the major thing that stands out to you wrestling wise? And I have an answer for pretty much all of those. One, my favorite color is green. Two, my favorite food is pizza. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like Robbie. My favorite food is protein. No, protein is in food. Stupid. Fucking Jersey Shore ripoff. As if WWE didn't have one already. What is your favorite? Yeah. Oh, yeah. What inspired me to get into Shalando was pretty much you know, I was bullied my whole life. I was picked on by so many people, and I just wanted to find something that would give me the courage to stand up to them, something that would assure me that whatever fight I was going to be in, I would win. Now, I haven't had much luck in that department yet because I fought unprepared. I was unprepared for a fight. I was caught off guard. It happens. But I'm going to do a fight much later, and I will definitely be prepared. I've been training pretty hard so far. So yeah. And can I recall accomplishing any moves or whatever? Well, yeah. When I was sparring with this brown belt, actually, he was going to throw me, and then I countered it, and like he was gonna do an arm drag on me. I countered it, and arm dragged him instead. So that was a good accomplishment for me. Yeah, what is it that stands out to wrestling wise? You know, pretty much the high flying. High flying to me was a huge part of growing up. Watching wrestling, people like Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, all these guys that did these, you know, just, they did all these great moves. And, yeah. And also the fact that there are amateur wrestlers that are in wrestling. Although WWE doesn't, Vince McMahon doesn't like amateur wrestlers. I don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. The People's Lima asks, when did you get into wrestling? I think it was around 1997. I was 7 years old, and I think it was around the Stone Cold era that I got into it. I don't exactly remember how it happened. I just walked into my dad's room one day and they was watching a tape of Raw, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. So yeah. BBTV402 asks, what would you do about WWE stale product? And what I would pretty much do is get rid of all this extracurricular stuff and just be a wrestling company. Stop stop focusing on other things like bullying campaigns and stand up for WWE and Senate campaigns and movie movies coming out, like making movies. Stop doing all that stuff. Stop trying to prove that you're better than your own company. Like, stop trying to prove that you're more than just a wrestling company, because you're not. You're just a wrestling company. Nobody watches to see you trend. Nobody watches to find out what kind of new movie is coming out. Nobody watches for the huge celebrities that end up winning at WrestleMania. Nobody watches for that. People watch for the wrestling, and that's what they should stop doing. And Vince McMahon has a huge ego, and he thinks that he can just do anything he wants and forget about wrestling. He just thinks that the certain superstars should be celebrities now. He's turning his superstars, his wrestlers, into celebrity movie stars, and it's just stupid. It's really ridiculous how Vince McMahon has let his company go down because of this whole thing, and giving trying to please sponsors that they shouldn't have, trying to trying to please parents that shouldn't even be there. All this stuff is just ridiculous. It needs to stop. The only way to improve this stale product is get rid of all the extracurricular activity and just focus on being a wrestling company. That's all it takes. So I hope that answered your question. Trey asks again, what are your fave 5 shows? Well, I don't know. Let me think about that. I had to shut my webcam off for a while. I have a list now. Number 5, Power Rangers. Number 4, Impact Wrestling. Number 3, Dragon Ball Z. Number 2, Avatar: The Last Airbender. And number 1 is Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. And the reason why that's number 1 is because I can relate to Kenichi Shirahama, the main character, because he is a boy who struggles his entire life, and all he wants to do is to become a great fighter so that he can protect himself and the ones he cares about.
And that has always been the way I wanted to use great power.
But I've had problems in the past that prevent me from unleashing my potential, so I can relate. And finally, Hair Metal Fan 08 asks, what do you think about the Dean Ambrose and Mick Foley storyline? I'm not sure what to think about it. I don't know Dean Ambrose that much, but if it's obvious that if he's doing an angle with Foley, Foley's gonna put him over because that's just what Mick Foley does. And it's kind of sad that people like Triple H bash him for not looking like an athlete. But the thing is, without Mick Foley, Triple H would be a nobody now. Triple H would be nothing. All these great superstars, their careers have revolved around Mick Foley. Their whole careers, their great careers have revolved around going over one man, Mick Foley. Mick Foley has always put people over because he actually likes advancing the business and not burying the business. He likes building new stars and not burying them like most of the people that he's actually put over. People like The Undertaker, people like Edge, people like Randy Orton, Triple H. The list goes on and on. The Rock. All these people that he put over, and one of them has beef with him. And it's because Triple H himself is afraid of Mick Foley. So, he's afraid of the reaction Mick Foley will get every time he shows up. But here's the thing. I don't know what to think about this feud. All I can say is it could be good. I've heard great things about Dean Ambrose. He's really, but I'm afraid that he's going to turn out to be one of these FCW brats. He's going to get a push because he came from one of Vince's talent scouting hot spots, like OVW was back in the day before it got taken off television. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I had to break this up into 2 parts because I didn't have a list prepared for that one question. So I hope this gets uploaded very soon. I'm Mike Wayne, aka Rebel 180. So long for now.